HiVi.org is a place where people are very serious about their audio gear. So while researching for a good set of 2.1 speaker system, I came across this rather odd looking set of speakers from a company that I had never heard of. I was quite surprised to see that these were rated number 2 on the top speakers list on the website. Coming for around 7,000 Indian rupees or $90 US, people compared these two speakers which cost up to 3 to even 5 times. So I ordered these with high expectations and they were met, which doesn't happen very often. So today we are going to take a look at these entry-level set of audiophile grade speakers. I am Siddharth and these are Swans M10s. Starting with the design, I think that this is a very good looking set of speakers. It comes in both black and white colors, though I really think that the white color looks better and highlights its aesthetics. The combination of white front, black accents and tasteful gold color on the drivers along with subdued branding really gives these speakers a very classy look. The drivers are exposed without any kind of grille to protect them. The drivers don't have a dust cap in the center, so that just adds to the design. The build is completely plastic, and even though it doesn't feel very premium, the build is solid and doesn't feel fragile. The fit and finish isn't the best. One of the drivers on my left speaker is a little off center. The blue power LED light isn't diffused and resembles the design of cheaper speakers, but in spite of that, they look and feel very good. I think that the looks of these speakers give a really good idea of how they are going to sound, which is smooth, neutral and detailed. So coming on to controls, this speaker set only has a volume control knob in the front and a bass control knob along with the power button at the back. Both knobs are smooth, though I'd recommend using software controls if possible, as there have been some reports of the knob malfunctioning. I really would have liked to have treble adjustment too, as the highs on these speakers can get a little too loud in many cases, but I guess they went for simplicity to give better audio quality for the price, which is what I prefer. The power cable is North American plug with flat pins, so make sure that you either have a converter or use an international socket. And finally, let's talk about the sound quality. I'm sure that if you have read or watched any review before this, you'd have seen how much everyone seems to appreciate the sound quality of these speakers. I think that this is one of the few products that is as good as everyone says. Starting with the bass, I think that it is very balanced and tight and is much better than the mainstream speakers with their loud but muddy and low quality bass. The quality is really high but the quantity isn't, which doesn't mean that the bass is lacking by any means. It is enough for most situations, but if you're expecting home theater level loud bass that you can feel in your chest, then you're not going to find it here. There's plenty of bass for most genres of music, and you can actually enjoy EDM and other electronic music on these speakers, but these speakers might not be the best kind of speakers for them. These are meant to be listened to by a single person or a small group of people, so if you're planning to have a party in your hall with these with loud music, then these wouldn't fulfill that purpose. One real disadvantage though is that the subwoofer of these speakers is designed to be kept on your desk, and if you keep it under your table like other speakers, then it wouldn't sound great. So that means that it is going to take up significant amount of space on your desk, but they go well with my setup, so I don't mind that personally. You can also check out Logitech's similarly priced Z623 speakers if you want more volume and bass with an almost too large subwoofer. They are a very different set of speakers than these, and they aren't going to sound as clear as these, and they don't even have tweeters for high frequencies, but if your needs from a set of speakers are different than what these offer, you can also check those out. Now coming on to the mids, this is the range from which these speakers really start shining. The current trend of a V-shaped tuning in the mainstream speakers really makes them lose out in the mids. But these speakers have great mids, this makes music sound great, and the dialogues and voices in movies and videos sound very natural. And finally coming to the highs, they really blow everything by a huge margin in the price range. The dedicated soft dome tweeters produce amazing highs, and any music which has good quality highs will sound breathtaking on these speakers. The violins in classical music really make you feel their presence, and the highs in an electric guitar solo really makes you acknowledge the presence of the high notes. So these speakers are really great for classical and rock music. The tuning of these speakers may make the highs a little too loud in music which has a lot going on in the high frequencies. The highs don't get harsh, but their presence might feel too pronounced. And a little tweaking with the equalizer may be required to make these sound balanced and easy to listen to. So these speakers are really great for most genres of music, and they are also really great for watching movies and TV shows. And of course, gaming is great too on these speakers, as you can hear the little details like chirping of birds in environments of games like Witcher 3, or the very detailed mechanical sounds in games like Dirt 4. And even the YouTube videos are very enjoyable, as the dialogues in those are very clear and a joy to listen to. I have also used these with my FiO E10K, and while they do benefit a little from a dedicated DAC, they'll also sound good if you have a good onboard sound chip. So in conclusion, these speakers are really unbeatable at this price and are probably the best at a price point double of what these cost too. If you are looking for a set of 2.1 speakers in this price range and you wouldn't miss the chest thumping low quality bass that other speakers in this price range have, then you should just go ahead and buy these. These really have no downsides except for the need of keeping the subwoofer on your desk, and if you have kids then the exposed drivers might be a concern. But then these complaints are really overshadowed by the amazing sound quality that they produce. And every time you listen to your favorite music or watch your favorite TV shows, you'll have that amazing listening experience that will make everything very immersive. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video enough to give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to my channel if you like the content, and I'll see you in the next one.